everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually doing another little cute illustration. Now this time I just wanted to draw something with a lot of colour and I don't know, just something cute and sweet, I guess. So this is the little sketch that I had prepared earlier. It's actually a pretty small sketch on some printer paper, and I don't know, I was kind of just doodling around and not really doing anything serious, and then I ended up refining it a little bit with some pens because the pencils were getting a little bit dark, and I actually ended up liking it. So here I am, I've printed it out onto some larger paper now just to get it to a size that I wanted, and yeah, I'm actually just transferring it over to some mixed media card. So a little bit about this drawing. I basically just wanted to draw something cute and really colourful. Now I don't know how I came up with the idea, however I wanted to draw a girl who loved birds. That's it. She just really likes birds. So obviously she has a lot of pet birds here. Now I have drawn a few cockatiels, I have drawn a budgie and a few others, a lorikeet and a cockatoo as well. So yeah, it's just me having some fun and, you know, just playing around, not doing nothing too big and serious, just kind of having fun with art. Now I know she kind of looks a little bit odd without her eyebrows and lips, but obviously that's just part of the drawing process. So for colour palette, I actually decided that I wanted colours that worked well together but also stood out from each other and, you know, made it look really bright and happy feeling. So I decided to go with some pinks for her hair, but also a little bit of orange in there because I wanted this to be a very warm feeling piece. And of course I drew her skin with a lot of my earth tone markers, but I also used a few red colours as well, really pale reds and pinks in her skin, because as I said before, I wanted this to be a very warm feeling colour palette. So I'm actually using shock pink for her hair here, and then also a bit of honey as well. After that, I decided to use some blue for her dress here. Now I know blue is not inherently a warm colour, however I ended up shading it with some purples and doing a few highlights here and there as well, and of course the tone of the blue I think is pretty nice. Now of course with her skin tone I started off with adding a little bit of purple in the undertone, and that's just because I really love doing that. I don't know how many times I've actually mentioned this in my videos. I kind of feel like I'm being a little bit repetitive, however it's an important part of my process and I really like to explain my process a lot when I'm drawing because not everyone watches every single video, so I kind of like to explain things. Now for her dress, I didn't want it just a plain blue. I actually wanted to add birds into her, the pattern of her dress. Now that's actually why I decided to go with blue, because it will kind of look like there's a lot of birds flying in the sky, and I actually thought that that would be a really cute pattern for a dress. And also I think that she would have really loved that dress because, like I said before, she really likes birds. You know, it's funny, I don't actually love birds a lot. I love all animals, but I've never actually had a pet bird. So this isn't really me projecting my own feelings onto my art, which I do a lot by the way. This is just a random character, which actually brings back something from my memories. When I showed this drawing to my boyfriend Jesse, he actually asked me if it was a YouTuber, and I was like, no, this isn't a YouTuber, this is just a random character. And it's funny because I ended up showing it to a friend of mine, Katie, and she said the same thing. I don't know why people think this is a YouTuber. Maybe it's just full of character or something. It feels like it could be a real person. I don't know. That's not me talking up my art or anything. That's just an assumption or a guess. But yeah, now most of her colors are down. It's just drawing the birds. Now I actually looked up a lot of references for birds for these. So I actually tried to draw most of them true to life. So as you can see on her hand, we have a budgie and a finch and a little canary as well. And there's a little pigeon on her hair there to the right of the illustration. As well as two cockatiels, one with the normal grey and yellow colouring, but one with a white and yellow colouring, which is actually a real thing, by the way, and they look really cute. And then we also have another few birds here. There's one right on her elbow, which is why she's kind of holding her arm out at a weird angle, because she's trying to not let the birds fall off her arms. And of course we have a cockatoo and a lorikeet playing with her hair there, which I think is really cute. So after I finished those, I actually coloured in the whole background with my cool shadow coloured marker. Now I actually really like this colour because it's a nice pale bluey green colour. And after that I decided that I wanted to add a little bit more detail, so I went over and drew a lot of little feathers around her. Now I don't know if these are feathers just floating around her or anything, however I really like the look of them. Now after that I thought this illustration was done, however I felt that it needed a little something extra. So I actually went over it again with my coloured pencils and just added a little bit more shading here and there, and also to add a little bit more texture as well. And with that I feel that it has sort of finished off the artwork in a really cute little style that I actually really like. Mainly because of that texture, but also the softness and the colourfulness of this illustration as well. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video and this little drawing, and of course here is the end of the video where I show off my new folder full of illustrations, and this page is going in it. And as I said before, this is a new folder. I recently filled my last one, so yeah, that's pretty exciting. I don't know, I find it really satisfying when I fill up a folder of my drawings and I can just flip through them and look through them. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So as I said before, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!